Alright, hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Amank in Cloud. In this video, we will see how to interact with a pod, and if you want to verify the logs of a particular pod or a container, you can do that also, right? So let's go ahead. If you do not know how to create a pod, if you do not know how to create a service, I have created a video on that in the previous video. You can check that out in this same playlist. You will understand how to create a pod and how to create a service. So in the last video we have seen that how to create a pod and service. Now in this video we'll go ahead and see how to get the logs for a particular pod. So for that we have an imperative command called kubectl logs, and you will have to specify your pod name. So in our case the pod name was AMC pod. I'll hit enter and you will see all the things, all the logs related to this particular pod. If you see here, these are all the things that are there, and if you see here, we are using the HTTP GET call on a particular browser to get the details. So what we'll do is there is one more command. Basically you can stream the logs as well. So for example, if I run the same command, kubectl logs -f, which is going to stream the logs to you on your shell. Okay, so let's do that. So the pod name is AMC pod. If I do this, you will see the logs that are coming in. If you see here, the last log was this 21st of July 2024 and 6/26/23. So what I'll do is I'll go to the browser and I'll hit refresh, and you will see a new log appearing here, right? So 26 was the last log and 30 is the new log that we are seeing, right? So like this, if you want to verify what has happened in a particular pod, you can use these commands to run and see what has happened in the background. Okay, so to come out of it, I'll just say Control C and I'll clear the screen. For example, let's say you have a pod in Kubernetes. We have a concept called sidecars, or two containers running in a same pod. But ideally you should be running only one container in a single pod. But there are some instances where you will be running two containers. One is called as a sidecar container. Basically it will help you in getting the details of a main container. So in those situations, if you want to log in or if you want to check the logs of a particular container, so you can run kubectl logs -c and the pod name. Okay, and you will also give the container name as well, so that you will get the logs related to the particular container. So as I only have one container in this demonstration, I'm not going to show that to you in this video. So let me know if you want to check the logs. I will also do a separate video for that as well. Okay, now the question is, how do you execute a command inside the container? So my application is built using the Nginx image. So the website that you saw here, it is built on top of the Nginx image. If you want to verify more details, what you can do is you can go to my Docker Hub repository and you can visit any of these tags, and you can see what has happened when I created this particular image. Okay, so I'll leave that as a homework to you. So I'll go back to my command prompt now, and if I want to execute a command, what I need to do is there is a specific command called kubectl exec -it. So what is this -it means? Interactive in the backend. So we are interacting with this container, but in the background, so in order so that the application itself is not getting destroyed or not getting hacked. So I will have to give the pod name. So in my case, the pod name is AMC pod. And let's say I want to run, I want to list the files that are present in the current working directory, so inside a container. So what I'll do is I'll just type in ls and I'll hit enter. And if you see here, this kubectl execute is deprecated, and this will be removed in the future. Okay, but try to understand that. If you see here, I just gave ls. Inside the container, I see these are the files and folders that are present in this particular container, right? So these are few of the tools that you can use in order to interact with your pod, and also try to connect to the container in a pod. So that's all I had for this particular video. I hope you enjoyed learning along with me. If you're liking the content that I'm creating, please consider subscribing and share it with your friends. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video. in the next demonstration.